Mga kaibigan, may good news para sa lahat. Kung gusto nyo nga makabasa ng mga balita tungkol sa Mindanao, wala nang iba kundi ang Mindanao Examiner newspaper. Mindanao ang sirkulasyon, Mindanao ang balita. Ang Mindanao Examiner sa Basilan, Sulu at Zamboanga. Gumawa na rin ito ng mga independent films at ABP, audiovisual presentation, at may photography at video services pa. Bisitahin po natin ang kanilang website sa MindanaoExaminer.com o tumawag sa 9925480. Marami pong salamat. Kaya natin to.
Alright mga kaibigan, maraming salamat kay Jamir ng Slapshack at nagpaunlad sa atin mga kaibigan na tumugtog dito lamang sa Radyo Mindanao. Welcome mga kaibigan na makainit. Grabe. Igang kaayo. Sus, Ginoo. Isang mainit na hapon sa ating lahat at welcome sa programang Radyo Mindanao. Dito lamang sa number 2 radio station sa buong Western Mindanao. Radio Philippines Network RPN DXXX Zamboanga ZA at 1008 sa inyong AM band. Number 2 tayo kasi lahat sila nasa number 1 daw sila. So walang natira, kami na lang. Ay mga kaibigan, nagsalita na si Kerwin Espinosa. Naku po, ang daming isiniwalat. Pati si Marcos, hindi si Ferdinand Marcos, si Superintendent Marcos ng CIDG, si Chief Inspector Spinido, nako, ng Albuera, mga nakinabang sa allegedly sa drug money ng ama nitong si Kerwin Espinosa na si Albuera Mayor Rolando Espinosa na napatay naman dahil di umano'y nanlaban sa utos na rin ni Superintendent Marcos na pagsilbihan ng warrant o search warrant sa loob mismo ng bilangguan sa Baybay City. Ay, napakaganda nung mga sinabi ni Kerwin. At ma-emotional itong si Kerwin Espinosa mga kaibigan. Habang imagine at habang nagbibigay siya ng pahayag pagdating na kay Superintendent Marcos, nakatitig siya. Talagang nakatingin siya sa mata nitong si Marcos. At napapailing si Marcos sa lahat ng mga sinisiwalat nitong si Kerwin Espinosa na katabi ni Kuya Bato de la Rosa sa hearing ng Senado kaugnay dito sa pagkakapatay ng kanyang ama. Parang gustong bumigay nitong si Kerwin mga kaibigan, parang naiiyak na. At yung kamay niya, malikot na yung kamay niya, imagine, parang pinupukpok niya na sa mesa. At titig na titig siya dito kay Superintendent Marcos ng CIDG. At pati si De Lima naman, isinabit nitong si Kerwin Espinosa, si ang kontrobersyal na Senator Laila De Lima, tumanggap ng at least 8 million pesos sa pamamagitan ng driver, bodyguard at lover boy ni De Lima na si Ronnie Dayan. Inamin din ni Dayan mga kaibigan na yung kinolekta niya, ibinigay niya kay De Lima. Grabe. Si De Lima talagang pangiti-ngiti pa, patawa-tawa. Kunyari, kausap si Bambam Aquino. At saka yung anak ni si Nancy Binay. Talagang grabe. Magaling tong si Laila De Lima mga kaibigan. Buti na lang hindi siya naging intelligence officer ng World War II. Kasi kahit madakip siya ng Russia o ng KGB, talagang very firm si Senator De Lima at hindi siya aamin. Ang inamin lamang niya ay ang kanyang secret love kay Ronnie Dayan. Imagine 7 years sila nagkaroon ng relasyon. Nung siya ay siguradong nung siya ay nasa Commission on Human Rights pa, and then as Department of Justice Secretary. At hanggang sa last year ay naghiwalay sila. Tinigil nila yung kanilang, hindi pala naghiwalay, itinigil yung kanilang relationship. Ewan natin kung totoo yan. Grabe, no? Talagang yung involvement ng mga pulis, naku po, mga opisyal. Yung mga iba pang binanggit nitong si Kerwin Espinosa, naku. Ang ano rito, yung korupsyon sa hanay ng Philippine National Police, grabe pala mga kaibigan, pagdating na sa droga, sa drug money. Marami ang nakinabang. Terrible. At hindi ito na gawa ng paraan, hindi ito na ayos nung nakaraang administrasyon. Itong si Benigno Aquino, yung Pangulo. At mabuti na lamang ay si Tatay Digong Duterte ang nagwagi at talagang tinutukan itong problema sa droga. Kaya lumabas napakadaming mga opisyal ng pulis ang sabit. Mga opisyal ng pamahalaan at mga politiko. Kakasuka. Ako habang pinanonood natin mga kaibigan yung itong paglalahad nitong si Ronnie Dayan at si Kerwin Espinosa. Ay, grabe. Talagang napapailing ako mga kaibigan at sinasabi ko sa sarili ko, ito ba ang nangyayari ngayon sa ating bansa? Napakahirap. Napakahirap lunukin. Yung lawak ng korupsyon mga kaibigan, matindi. Anyway, tignan natin kung makaka-hook up tayo sa ongoing hearing, yung pagdinig ng Senado mga kaibigan. Dahil tuloy-tuloy naman yan at marami ang nagbibigay ng pahayag at marami rin ang tumatanggi dito sa mga naturang aligasyon. At pakinggan natin at tayo naka-hook up sa RTVM sa Malacanang at sa People's Television Network at partners natin mga kaibigan, ang CNN Philippines at TWAC-IZ. At ngayon ay tinatanong ni Senator Panfilo Lacson, kaibigan natin to, yung iba pang mga nauugnay dito sa droga.
Thank you. I believe there is.
Sige. So, may we know when the matter can be decided administratively with due process, even if the deceased, Mayor Espinosa, obviously did not enjoy the same privilege?
Ito mga kaibigan, ito yung pagdinig ng Senado kaugnay sa pagkakapatay kay Albuera late Mayor Roland Espinosa. At nagsasalita na nga at ang iba pang mga opisyal.
Because she's the one handling the summary hearing, Your Honor.
So, yeah, okay, so she's the one who can answer. Because we will hold you to this. That's the reason why Senator Gordon asked those series of questions, because we want to hold you to a timetable so that precisely our public, that is, who can have, the public's faith in our justice system can be restored. Kaya nga po nagkakaganito, there is a feeling of impunity because walang reaction sa publiko. At kung lalo pong mababaon ang tiwala ng taong bayan, kung sa susunod na taon nyo pa, isang taon pa ito bago madesisyonan. That's why I'm asking you the question. When will you decide on this case? After due process.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. I'm Attorney Sheila Ojano Castillo, Your Honor. Your Honor, we conduct summary hearing proceeding, Your Honor. We let the parties
Have you
submit...
taken your oath?
Not yet, Your Honor.
Not yet.
It's
Can
my
the committee
first time.
secretary please?
Yan. Let's speed them.
Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in the Senate inquiry? Thank you.
If I may, Your Honor.
Can you identify yourself for the record?
For the record, Your Honor, I'm Attorney Sheila Ojano Castillo, Your Honor, the Acting Chief Legal of Internal Affairs Service, Your Honor. Your Honor, during the summary hearing proceedings of IAS, we conduct the same by letting the parties file their answer first. And then we scheduled it for pre-trial conference and pre-trial for 1 day. And after that, we let them submit position paper, Your Honor, within 15 days because we are following the policy of the NAPOLCOM.
So after 15 days, and may I suggest you make this non-extendable? Can you go on record?
Yes, Your Honor.
What yes?
It is non-extendable, Your Honor.
After, susundin ko na. After 15 days, how long will it take you to decide?
Your Honor, we have enough time, Your Honor. We decide that within
You better
5
have
days.
enough time.
Within
given
5
the
days,
stakes.
Your Honor.
Within 5 days
Yes, Your Honor.
from the submission
Of the position paper,
of the
Your Honor.
position paper. When do you expect the position papers to be submitted?
After the termination of the pre-trial conference, Your Honor, within 15 days.
I know. Just give me the dates. Never mind, these periods. When do you expect the position papers to be submitted? From which date you'll be resolving within 5 days the case?
On what cases, Your Honor?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Di ba may
Your Honor,
hinaharap?
the pending case is not yet in the summary proceeding, Your Honor. It is still in the prosecution division, Your Honor.
So there is no case yet.
As to the pre-charge investigation, Your Honor, but not yet in the summary proceeding, Your Honor.
Can I ask for a 1-minute suspension?
1 minute suspension.
Suko jud si Senator Franklin Drilon. Pareho silang abogado nung tinatanong niya, pero hanggang ngayon pa pala walang naisasampang kaso. Yun ang matindi diyan, mga kaibigan, di ba? Pag imagine ine-expect na dapat meron ng kasong nagaganap, yung pala wala pang summary, nasa summary proceedings pala. Pakinggan natin ulit, mga kaibigan. Kayo nakikinig pa rin sa Radyo Mindanao. Ukol to sa pagdinig ng Senado kaugnay sa pagkakapaslang kay Albuera Leyte Mayor Roland Espinosa.
Yes, Panyera, what's the answer?
Your Honor, the case is still under pre-charge investigation, Your Honor.
All right. Who is in charge of the pre-charge investigation?
The prosecution division of IAS, Your Honor.
Who is the prosecution division of IAS?
May I request, Your Honor, the RIAS 8, Your Honor, to answer that because we are in the national.
All
Your
right,
Honor.
sige. Sino?
Sir Ongkaiko, Your Honor.
Who?
Officer Ongkiko, Your Honor.
Sige. Can you be under oath so that we will hold you to your statements?
Sir,
Sige, can you stand up please
Sir
and take your oath?
Ongkiko, may I request you to please stand?
Tapos na kayo. Sige. Sige. Just for the record again, your name is?
Police Superintendent Ongkiko po, sir.
Police Superintendent Ongkiko. You are head, or you're in charge of the?
Sir, I am the acting director of RIAS 8.
Okay, now, you're in charge of this case.
Yes, Your Honor.
What is the first thing that you have to do?
Sir, as far as RIAS is concerned now, we have already through with the motu proprio investigation.
Okay.
So, the case now is elevated to pre-charge investigation. And we are now ready to furnish a copy the respondents for their to submit.
Pre-charge investigation.
Yes, Your Honor.
May investigation na kayo, mayroon pang pre-charge investigation.
Yes, Your Honor.
Tapos pagkatapos ng pre-charge,
After the pre-charge, sir, we will now go to summary hearing proceeding.
summary hearing. And then after that, may summary hearing na naman.
Wala na po, sir.
Hindi, doon sa kanya eh. Sa ano yan? Ano yung...
No more, sir.
Ha?
After the summary hearing proceeding po, we will submit for the result of investigation.
To submit
Resolution, yes.
Where?
To the disciplinary authority po.
To the disciplinary authority.
Yes,
You
po.
can make a recommendation na
Yes.
whether to dismiss the officer or to acquit him.
Yes, Your Honor.
To whom do you submit that?
To the disciplinary authority po.
Who is the disciplinary authority?
The Chief NP.
All right. When can you submit that that recommendation, given all the circumstances?
Within 30 days po, Your Honor.
Within 30 days. Sige lang. So, within 30 days, meaning by December 23? Ha? Pasko na yun eh. Ha? Sa Pasko. Ha?
Yes,
sa
Your
Pasko, magbibigay kayo ng recommendation nyo.
Yes, Your Honor.
And how many days must it be acted upon under your rules?
Ano?
How many days that it will be approved by the disciplinary? He's given 30 days, Your Honor, to act on our recommendation.
Okay, wala na yung mga... So, what about those position papers?
We are already done with that if we're done with the summary hearing, Your Honor. But currently, we are with the pre-charge investigation. Once we submit our case to summary hearing,
Okay.
it will be for resolution. And the resolution, together with the recommendation, will be submitted to the disciplinary authority.
And that
we
will be-
commit, Your Honor, to submit the same within 30 days from today.
From today?
Yes, Your Honor.
From today?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So that by December 23, you will submit it.
Yes, Your Honor.
Can you just inform the committee? Don't give the committee a copy of your recommendation, but a statement under oath that indeed on December 23, you have submitted your recommendation.
Yes, Your Honor. I commit that, Your Honor.
I hope you don't mind these questions because the reason for all of this is happening is that the people have lost faith in our justice system, and this is part of our justice system. And if we keep on delaying this, mawala ng tiwala lalong taong bayan sa ating sistema ng justisya. Ngayon, talking about the justice system, babalik lang ako doon sa whether or not a lawyer was assigned, was present. Was Mayor Espinosa assisted by counsel or was given...
We're giving you additional, 2 or 3 minutes more.
That's my term.
That's your time. Okay.
It's okay. He's on a good point.
I know, no problem. I'm not
Yeah,
complaining.
please proceed.
But I'm waiting.
But you two guys also interrupted me.
Of course, we're the chairman. We learned.
Alright mga kaibigan, kayo'y nakikinig pa rin sa pagpapatuloy
Title to...
ng inquiry ng Senado kaugnay
Kidding.
sa pagkakapatay kay Albuera, late Mayor Roland Espinosa. At prior to this mga kaibigan, sinabi na ni Kuya Bato de la Rosa na lahat ng mga pulis at opisyal ng CIDG na may kinalaman sa pagkakapaslang kay Mayor Roland Espinosa ay tinanggal na sa pwesto. At kitang-kita naman natin sa reaksyon ni Kuya Bato de la Rosa sa mga isiniwalat nitong si Kerwin Espinosa ay talagang hindi siya mapakali sa pagkaka-involve di umano nitong mga pulis. Ayan ang ay base sa alegasyon at akusasyon nitong si Kerwin Espinosa.
Sir.
Oh, Espinido.
Yes, sir.
Ha?
Before Mayor Espinosa, sir, nag-sign sa harap mismo ng provincial prosecutors natin sa Tacloban. Nagsabi muna yung provincial prosecutors na kausapin siya ng 2 abogado na sinabi ni RD kanina na nag-assist doon sa
Ano ang pangalan ng 2 abogado?
Hindi ko na natandaan yung
Hindi mo matandaan. Nabanggit ba yan? Congressman Veloso? Yes?
Yes, Your Honor. The problem really with these police officers is that they think that giving a witness at the time of subscription under oath before a prosecutor, a lawyer, that already satisfies the requirements.
Ito yung mga kaibigan, si Espinido, ito yung sinabi ni Kerwin Espinosa, yung anak ni Mayor, na sinabi niya na yung affidavit daw ay na pinirmahan di umano ng kanyang ama ay hindi totoong pirma nitong si Albuera Mayor Roland Espinosa. At sinabi niya na ang gumawa lamang nito ay itong si Espinido. At tinanong naman si Espinido ngayon sa hearing na talaga daw pitirbahan ni Espinosa, ni Mayor Espinosa, itong affidavit sa harapan ng dalawang abogado. Patay na si Mayor Espinosa at hindi niya rin mabanggit ang pangalan itong dalawang abogado. Kaya, masalimuot ito mga kaibigan. Pakinggan natin.
Who conducts or supervises the examination of the witness? Kailan ba ito si Higanto naging abogado?
Okay, yeah. Apart from that, hindi ko po alam na ang provincial prosecutor ay ang tamang abogado na magiging abogado nung nasasampahan ng kaso. The duty of the provincial prosecutor is to prosecute. The principle of having a lawyer assist the accused is to make sure that he has an opportunity to have fair play and his rights are protected. I cannot understand why a provincial prosecutor or a prosecutor for that matter will act as counsel for a prospective accused. Mali po yan.
Correct, Your Honor. And besides, the last sentence of that provision in the Constitution, Section 12, Paragraph 1 says, this right cannot be waived. So hindi mo pwedeng palitan ang abogado ni Mayor Espinosa by a police named Giganto at dito sa supplemental affidavit by another police officer, P.O. Rodolfo Vasquez. Talagang sinira ang constitutional rights ni Mayor Espinosa.
Can we have the Secretary of Justice express his view on this point?
Well, it's in connection with the due process of the Constitution.
Compliance with the requirement of counsel of due process. Was due process complied here?
Well, the counsel must be a counsel of the choice of the respondent, and nobody could give a counsel to him until and unless he was given such opportunity. It was only when the respondent rejects it, and perhaps we could supply the counsel of by the government.
And of course, it is totally improper for a prosecutor to act as counsel.
Definitely for the accused.
Yes,
definitely.
It's unusual.
Well, it's not unusual. I think it's illegal. You must appear only for the government.
Oh, it's illegal. Very good point. That's why we're just wondering. Okay, just one point with the permission. Just isa na lang. Okay. Oh, very good point, sabi ng chairman. Oh, sige nga. Oh, now. Paano to si Kerwin? Sabi mo, noong 2004 ka pa nag-umpisa magnegosyo sa droga. Tama po ba yan?
Tama po, Your Honor.
Ngayon, masyadong mahaba ang panahon, ngunit, let's say for the last 5 years, magkano po ang inyong gross sales bawat taon?
Ito mga kaibigan, si Kerwin Espinosa na nagbibigay ng kanyang salaysay.
Sa nakalipas, let's say na 5 taon, umpisahan natin just off the top of, talagang estimate lang. Nirelease na mo ba ang sales mo? Hindi. Kerwin?
Your Honor.
Nirelease na mo ba ang benta mo? Hindi.
Hindi.
Hindi. Alright. So, sa recollection mo lang, magkano ang gross sales mo noong let's say 2013?
2013.
Magkano ang ano?
Depende po yun, Your Honor, kasi ibibigay namin consignment.
Kaya
yung
nga,
iba.
Yung
estimated,
estimate lang. Oo, estimate.
For 1 year.
Oo, for 1 year, 2013. Estimate lang. Just so we can get an idea of this.
4.5 times. Mga estimated siguro 40 to 50 million.
40 to 50 million per year.
Yeah.
Yan ang sales mo.
Yes.
Ngayon, sa 2014, roughly lang,
Jesus. Dili. 2014. One.
just gross sales. So, magkano benta mo nun, yun?
Yung gross niyan siguro mga 50 to 60, wala pa yung payola.
Naman, kay gross sales, wala yung payola. Expense yung payola, hindi ba?
Okay. Sorry for your
Ngayon, sa 2015, mga ganun din o tumaas?
Mga ganun pa rin, Your Honor.
Okay, mga 2016, ganun din o tumaas?
Hindi ko na makomplito po yung 2016 kasi umalis na po na
Ano lang,
bansa.
just estimate, hindi naman
First
rate
6
lang.
months. Mga 30 to 35.
30 to 35. Ngayon, doon sa mga gross sales mo, distributor ka lang, hindi ba? Sabi mo, hindi ka
Yes.
manufacturer.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ngayon, ano ang cost of sales mo? Magkanong bili mo doon sa mga producers? Kila Peter Co, pag ganyan.
Per kilo po, Your Honor.
Oo. Magkano percent? Percent lang. Kung 100,000 o 100 ang benta mo, magkano doon ang percentage nung cost nung shabu na binili mo? Kasi distributor ka lang eh. Mayroon bang 20%, 10% ang cost? Magkano?
Your Honor, excuse me, nalilibog na ako sa...
Alam niyo mga kaibigan, itong si Senator Franklin Drilon, hindi nahihirapan si Kerwin sa pagsagot eh. Dahil ang tatanungin lang naman, ang dapat na tanong lamang nitong si Drilon, magkano ang bili mo ng shabu kila Peter Co at magkano mo ibinibenta? Simple lang yun.
Alright.
Kaya nahihirapan tuloy si Kerwin Espinosa.
Okay.
At dahil dyan, nalilibog na siya. Nalilito na raw.
Kung magkano ang kinikita mo, kung ang sales mo ay 50 million, magkano yung neto sa'yo doon?
Sa 50 million siguro nasa kalahati.
So 50%, 100%, in other words, kung kalahati,
50%.
50% ang tubo mo. Tama po ba?
Opo, Your Honor.
Magkano ang SOP mo dyan? Sa 50, let's say, 100 million ang sales mo, 50 yung gastos mo, doon sa 50%, magkano ang SOP mo? Ang pambayad sa pulis, ganyan. Yan, gas. Pwede, meron din siya. Distributor lang siya. Yung meron siyang raw materials. Cost of sales. Hindi, kaya magkano? Just to give you an idea. Just this last question.
Sa 50 million, Your Honor, may 20 plus ako na payola.
Okay. So, 20 million plus na payola.
Opo, Your Honor.
Okay. I see. So, doon sa kinikita mo 50 million or 50%, hindi mo nare-report ito sa income tax mo, no? Tinatanong po kita, ikaw ba, just for the record, hindi ka nagbabayad ng buwis dito.
Objection, Your Honor.
What?
The witness has to be appraised of his rights. It's right against self-incrimination.
No, for all you know, the answer is no. I don't do it.
May mga legitimate business po din ako.
Sige, thank you very much. Thank you po sa interruption ni Senator Gordon.
Senator Mix, Subiri is recognized.
Maraming salamat, Chairman Gordon, Chairman Lacson.
Just for the
May
record,
hapon-
excuse me, I will interrupt again. We have to apply the same norm when we apply to the police that they must respect the rights of the accused. When you ask somebody whether he's paying his taxes, that is a criminal case that can be filed against him. So that is his right. We went to the same law school. I think he was absent when that was taught. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. May hapon, Kerwin. May hapon, General De La Rosa. Kay Secretary Aguirre, good afternoon. Is it all right, Mr. Chairman, because I want to show some pictures that were very important and vital that were not presented last week or in the last hearing. I present this because I got this information from this gentleman beside me. Kung okay lang sa iyo, Kerwin, siguro wag mo na tignan ito dahil sa tatay mo to, pero napakalaga, ipapakita po namin sa committee. And I would like to ask Mr. Byron Acob to substantiate itong picture na ito. Kinuha mo ito, Mr. Chairman, this gentleman was the media that was there right after the mayor was shot. At ipapakita po natin dyan na wala pong baril ang mayor. I'd like to confirm that. Can you confirm that, Mr. Acob, na wala pong baril si Mayor Espinosa at that time, pagpasok mo sa selda?
Okay, Alcoba po yun.
Yes, Mr. Acob, Alcoba.
Okay. Ganyan po yung pagpasok ko, Your Honor. Nakita ko nakahiga siya sa sahig ng kanyang selda kung saan wala po siyang baril na makikita sa kanyang...
At wala po kayong nakitang baril doon?
Wala po. Kahit po yung marking ng baril na palatandaan may baril na kinuha na Soko, pero wala po ako nakita.
So walang baril. You can confirm that in substantial.
Opo, wala po ako nakitang baril.
Sa next slide po, para na kay Kerwin, tanggalin na po natin yan. Yung susunod na slide dito sa CCTV equipment, pakitanggal na po yung pictures na yan. Pinapakita din po ninyo dito na kinuha po ang equipment.
Opo, wala na po dyan yung CCTV device para makita yung mga paligid sa jail.
So this confirms what the jail warden has said na tinanggal po ang mga CCTV equipment.
Hindi ko lang po nakita kung tinanggal pero ganyan na po yung inabutan ko.
Dito sa baril, I do not know who to address this to the Chief PNP. Hindi pa po na-check yung serial number ng baril na pong nahanap or allegedly nakita po kay Mayor Espinosa. Because it can easily be traced. I believe the same serial number of a firearm of similar nature was surrendered by a gentleman from Region 6, a certain Johnny Crispo. Nagulat po siya dahil yung serial number na pinalabas doon sa Super 38 ay pareho sa kanyang serial number na Super 38 at siya po ay sumurrender sa CIDG 6. Dala po ng 45. It was 45, hindi po na Super 38. So, hindi ko po alam. It just goes to show na it's a bit fishy yung nangyari dito sa baril na ito na isama doon sa bangkay, allegedly, no, used in the shootout. Pero sa lumalabas po sa pahayag ni Mr. Alcoba na wala pong baril nakita niya, wala po siya nakitang baril at that time. Dito sa hard drive, General, maybe it's best that you dig deeper into this together with the Department of Justice to really see if there is telltale signs of cover-up dito sa pagbola ng CCTV, Your Honors. May we know if the committee invited the other media man that was mentioned na kasama po, Mr. Chairman? Mr. Chair? Gusto po lang natin malaman kung yung isang kasama po na media man na sinasabi po ni Colonel Marcos na nakasama sa raid ay naimbita rin po.
Si Mr.
Mr. Caorte,
Yul Caorte po, sir.
Yulo yun, no?
Yes, sir.
Caorte.
Yul Caorte.
Buhay pa
Saka
ba
po
siya?
yung,
Buhay pa ba? O...
yung 45 po sir na match po doon sa nag-surrender ng kamatch na serial number, yung caliber 45 po yun sir. May civilian na nagpakita na meron siyang the same serial number. Nakita ko po sa TV yun. Ngayon, parang nangyari, dinuplicate po yung serial number ng baril.
Yes.
Ayun.
So, but
hindi po yung Super 38, yung caliber 45 po.
pero yung nahanap ninyo is a Super 38.
Yes po. Katapos,
Supposedly.
narinig ko po sa interview ni Mr. Riul Cortez kay Ted Filon na nung pumasok sila at nakita wala ng baril doon sa sahig dahil tapos na po yung pag-process ng SOCO, sir. Na-recover na po ng SOCO yung baril.
Meron kasi ako nakitang litrato, Colonel, na before and after. Meron pong baril sa tabi ni Mayor, nakasulat pa yung chalk doon sa baril sa tabi ng kanyang kamay. At yan ay klarong-klaro na wala po dito.
Hindi po ang CIDG po nag-process ng crime scene, sir. So, based doon sa accounts ni Mr. Riol Corte, nakita niya na wala ng baril dahil recovered na po ng SOCO.
But I'd like to ask Mr. Alcoba, when you saw the body of Mayor Espinosa, was the SOCO already there? Had they processed the body?
Tapos na po mag-process yung
Ang tanong siguro,
mga SOCO.
sino nauna sa inyo ng SOCO na pumasok?
SOCO po ang nauna.
So, tapos na yung processing.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Pero marami pa ring lapses, Your Honor. Bakit naman tinanggal yun dun sa crime scene at ibinalik at may drawing pa na klarong-klaro naman under these pictures that we saw earlier na wala naman siya dun. So, sayang General De La Rosa, wala po kayo dito sa last hearing. Dahil sa last hearing, napakaraming butas talaga ang lumalabas sa operations na ito na pag-raid nila kay Mayor Espinosa. So much so na pati yung PD po ninyo, yung RD, ay nabulaga. At sila mismo dito, in their testimony, hindi po sila makapaniwala sa nangyari na yun. As a matter of fact, the regional director was in Manila at the time, or he was in Tacloban, at tinawagan siya ng alas 6 ng umaga ng media at hindi po niya alam anong isasagot niya dahil hindi niya nga alam na meron ganong klaseng raid. General.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I was with the official delegation, with the President in his official trip to Malaysia, Your Honor, during the time.
Alam po namin yun, and we knew you were excused at the time because you were abroad at that time. Pero kung totoo nga itong lumalabas na napakaraming operational lapses, tapos kinonfirm pa na yun ni Kerwin, na may link silang dalawa at silang tatlo, the gunman, supposedly the one who shot Mayor Espinosa, and Mr. Marcos, the leader of the CIDG-8.
Kawawa nga po kami dito, sir, kasi inalis kami, ilang oras kami nakikinig sa kanya, hindi pa kami nakakasagot po doon sa mga sinasabi niya.
Well,
sana po bigyan po kami ng pagkakataon, sir, na masagot po lahat ng sinabi ni
Kausapin
Kerwin.
natin may you address the chair? Please keep order here.
Sana mabigyan po kami ng pagkakataon na sagutin po lahat ng sinabi ni Kerwin. Kasi one-sided po ang nangyayari dito eh.
Are you accusing the committee of being one-sided? You will have your chance to respond to the allegations or accusations.
Ayop, Your Honor. Salamat po.
God damn.
Yes, that's not in order, Mr. Chairman. The sagot ni...
Sorry po, Your Honor. Hindi naman po yung intention ko po. Pasensya na po.
Anyway, Mr. Chairman, kung totoo nga sinasabi ni Kerwin na may link ang grupo sa kanila, if there's an alleged link, of course, that will be answered later on if given the time to Mr. Marcos and his team. Ito'y nakakaalarma, General. Kanina nakikita po kita ay talagang parang dismayado ka. Nalala mo yung unang pagpunta ko dito, yung ating unang hearing dito. Chairman De Lima pa ang chairman noon. I said to you and to the police force that we are giving our 100% support in the all-out war for drugs. Talagang gusto po kaming sumuporta sa kapulisan. Pero ang lumalabas po na yon ay marami din po sa inyong mga kabaro, hindi naman marami, siguro iilan, ang lumalabas na kasama sa katiwalian. You know, may kausap nga akong kaibigan, another police officer without naming names, sabi niya po sa akin, General, nawawala kaming pag-asa dahil hindi na namin alam, sir, kung sino ang kakampi at kalaban. Nawawala silang pag-asa. Kaya, napakabigat ang gagawin mong hakbang, General Espinosa, sa susunod na mga buwan? We are still, General De La Rosa, Pastila, ikaw po.
Alright mga kaibigan, ayan yung tuloy-tuloy tayo. Pero wala na tayong oras at maganda sana itong pinakikinggan natin. Pero mapapakinggan nyo rin ito mga kaibigan sa iba pang mga himpilan ng radyo ng mga kasamahan natin. At dahil hanggang alas 3 lang tayo. At marami pa tayong trabaho. At yan mga kaibigan, ang pagdinig ng Senado kaugnay sa pagkakapatay kay Albuera Leyte Mayor Roland Espinosa. At kayo'y nandito pa rin mga kaibigan sa Radyo Mindanao at tuloy-tuloy ang ating programa. Pero pansamantala muna tayong mamamaalam at dahil merong papasok sa atin ang national. At nais namin magpasalamat sa lahat ng mga nakinig dito sa isang oras na programa sa Radyo Mindanao. Ito po ang balingkod mga kaibigan. Si Al Jacinto nagsasabing isang mainit na hapon sa ating lahat. At napakainit talaga sa labas, grabe. Pero mga kaibigan, thank you very much for tuning in dito sa Radyo Mindanao, RPN Yusuf Olek Sambuanga. Hanggang bukas mga kaibigan, I love you, mama, chup chup.